Good morning, class 7, and nice to see you in a social science class. This is Shashi, your social science teacher. Today we will continue block 12, that is democracy, and in that block we will learn about democratic and authoritarian governments. So before starting the class, again in today's video I want to remind you, I want to talk you about some points about your writings. Okay, as we already discussed in the previous video, so when you write your answer, before writing the answer, watch the video and study the text. Okay, and complete your work on daily basis. Don't keep any pending work, and also write in good handwriting. Don't do careless work. Write date, block name and topic properly, and write question and answer all together. So children, don't do answers in a hurry. Don't complete your work in a hurry. Okay. And one more reminder I want to give you, that don't write answers of exercises like fill in the blanks, true, false, or matching. That do in the book only. Okay. So I hope you have listened this carefully. So let's start our lesson. Be ready with all the resources. Take your workbook, content book, volume 2, and notebook along with stationery. I hope you have all the items with you. So first we will quickly recap our previous section. As in the previous video, we have learned about the different forms of government and democracy, the meaning of democracy and major developments in democracy in different countries, like in Greece, in Rome, in England, in United States of America, in France, and in the 20th century. Then we have learnt about the direct democracy in the Rome and indirect democracy in the Greece. Yes, children? Then also we have learned the most important development for democracy. And sorry, children, direct democracy was in the Greece and indirect democracy was in the Rome. So let's start with questions. Would you like it if you were not allowed to decide what clothes to wear, what food to eat, and what games to play, and you had to obey all the decisions made by someone else? What will be your reaction? Yes, you do not like it all that someone else takes the decisions of your likes and dislikes. You will get irritated and angry also. Yes. So, children, the same with the country also, with persons living in the country. In some forms of government, decisions are made by one person, which everyone has to follow, while in a democracy, decisions are made collectively. So, children, what type of government is there in India, USA, and France? Do you know? I'm giving you a clue. In India, the type of government is democracy. Now you know the answer now. Democratic government is there in India, USA, and France. Now, who is this? This picture is of Adolf Hitler. Now, during the Second World War, under the rule of Hitler, the freedom of the people was limited. Which type of government was there? There was dictatorship. In a dictatorship, all the powers lie with one person. Usually, the leader of this form of government is called a dictator. A dictator either inherits the government or acquires power by force. Okay, so our aim of today is to identify the differences between democracy and authoritarian governments. So let's start with keywords. Keywords we will use today are, first word is collectively, means shared by every members of a group or people. Then the word is decision, a conclusion or resolution reached after consideration. Then democratic, based on the principles of democracy. A democratic country, government, or political system is governed by representatives who are elected by people. Then the word is authoritarian. It is a form of government characterized by the rejection of political plurality. Then dictator, a ruler with total power over a country, one who has obtained by force. So today we will learn about how democracy is different from other forms of government. So for that, what you have to do, read the section Government of Two Countries. So pause the video, open page 4 of your content book volume 2, then read the section. Then come back again, or you can read with me also. As government of two countries, the people of country A elect representatives every 5 years to govern the country. One among them becomes the leader of the government. The people have the power to change the government if they are unhappy with it. In this way, the government is accountable to the people and cannot act in any way it chooses. The representatives of the elected government take decisions together. The people in this country also enjoy many freedoms. They can express their views on the government freely without fear. All are treated as equal and the law is the same for everybody. But in country B, the leader of the government is a 65-year-old man who has been ruling the country for the past 35 years. Before him, his father was the ruler. Neither of them was elected by the people. They came to power by force. The leader of the country has all the power. He takes all the decisions and makes laws on his own without asking anyone. People are not free to express their views about the government. If anyone criticizes the government, they are sent to jail or killed. There are no elections in the country, so the people do not have the ability to change the government. So I hope you have listened me carefully, sincerely, or you have read the section. Okay, so now be ready to give answer of these questions. We will discuss about these questions. So let's start. The question is, how did the leaders of the government come to power in country A and country B? In country A, the leader was elected by the people, while in country B, the leader came to power by force. How are decisions made in these countries, and in which country do people have more power and freedom? In country A, decisions are collectively made by the elected representatives, whereas in country B, the leader makes all the decisions. People in country A have the freedom to criticize and the power to change the government if they are unhappy with it, unlike the people in country B. The next question is, Which do you think is a democratic country and why? Which? Country A or country B? You know answer. Country A has a democratic government because the leader is elected by people, like in your country, in our country, in India. And in country B has an authoritarian government because their leader is a dictator like Adolf Hitler, who has unlimited power to rule the country. Now let's differentiate between authoritarian and democracy. In authoritarian government, it is ruled by one or few, mainly unelected, and decisions are taken by one person, while in democracy, it is ruled by many elected leaders and decisions are made collectively. Now, children, let's generalize our discussion. How are democratic governments different from authoritarian governments and why? So, give your responses. In a democracy, the country is ruled by elected representatives, whereas in authoritarian government, the leader of the country can come to power by force. Decisions are taken by one person or one political party in an authoritarian government, whereas in a democracy, decisions are taken by all the elected representatives. In an authoritarian government, the leaders are not accountable to the people, so they have unlimited power to make laws. But in a democracy, the leaders who are elected by people are accountable to those who elect them. People enjoy more freedom in a democracy than in authoritarian government. Clear? Now, children, this is the high order thinking question. What are some disadvantages of democracy? Before this question, we discussed about the advantages of democracy. Now we will discuss about the disadvantages of democracy. In democracy, elections can cost a lot of money. Sometimes, when decisions are made collectively, having too many opinions, and it can delay decision making. So, these are the disadvantages of democracy. Now, the bonus question of today is, which form of government were in Myanmar, Libya, and Egypt? So, before giving the answer, you watch the video carefully. Okay, children, never attempt bonus question before watching the video completely. Then you choose the correct answer in the question, okay, that you will get from the Schoolia. So in the link, you choose the correct answer, then give the bonus question. But before that, watch the video. Okay, children. Now, what we have learned today? In today's video, we have learned about the authoritarian government and democratic government. As in authoritarian government, one person or one political party governs the country. The head of the country enjoys unlimited power. Decisions and laws for the country are taken by one person or one party. And there are no elections in this form of government. People don't have the freedom to criticize the government. Usually, there is no equality or justice in society. Whereas in the democratic government, people elect representatives who govern the country on their behalf. Decisions for the country are taken by the elected representatives. Powers of the government are limited by law. Elections are an important feature of a democratic government. And people have the right to criticize the government and express their views and opinions. And equality and justice are key features in a democracy. So I hope, children, you understood about the democracy and authoritarian governments. Okay, children. So what you have to do today? Read the section. As in starting I told you, first read the section carefully, then write answer with correct spelling in good handwriting. Okay, so read the section democratic and authoritarian governments, then finish S2 in the workbook, and in the notebook answer practice question 4, 5 and 6. So in the workbook complete your answers. Okay, then in the notebook write answers of practice question 4, 5 and 6. So don't do 4, question number 4 in the notebook, and don't do question number 1 also of practice question in the notebook. That you do question number 1 and 4 in the content book only, and question number 2, 3, 5 and 6 do in the notebook. Clear it, children? Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye bye.